Winless to World Beaters Season 2. Too fast, too furious, all the twos. It's about family. I'm not joking. It's back. We're here right now. And I'm so excited to get into Season 2 of Winless to World Beaters. A new school, a new conference, a new journey to the mountaintop. But it is so good to be back. And I promise the videos are coming. And I'll talk more about why at another date. But Winless to World Beaters Season 2 is here. College Football 26, our first season in College Football 26. We've been playing Middle to Mountaintop over on the Twitch channel, twitch.tv/BruceWinless. But if you're here for Winless to World Beaters, it's a new dawn. It's a new day. And we're going to Clarence U. Let's talk about it. That's right. We are heading to the MAC. It's MACtion time and the Clarence U Gooters. I can't wait for you to see what this program's all about. But I thought about how we were going to go into a different mode in Season 2. I didn't want to just bring back the Otters. We love the Otters. I wanted to bring Clarence into the fold. You know him. You love him. You matter too. And Clarence is making his name in the MAC with a spread offense. Of course he's going to spread. He's a fucking goose, idiot. I can't wait. We're going to have some fun. The MAC felt like the perfect place to bring Clarence to life. The Gooters are ready to roll. Pretty average across the board. 80s across the board. But we're going to have some turnover with the new things that have come into the game, especially when it comes to the transfer portal, players that have dynamic requests and needs and everything. It's a lot of chaos. But it's going to be really exciting. I can't wait to get into it. Year 1 at Clarence U starts right now. All right, head coach Brucey Wins, a level 1 recruiter. We're going recruiter again. I feel like it's the best option for us, especially if we want to get a good start on recruiting in general. Signing our 4-year contract with the Gooters of Clarence U, taking over for UMass. I'm sorry, UMass. You've been kicked out of College Football 26. Please don't come for me, Mass heads. Minute Mass? Midnight Mass? Anyways, let's sign our contract and get started with Season 1 in the MAC. We got 100 coach points for our pre-order bonus. We are adding those into this. I feel like we need a good little head start to get us going. In the MAC, we're going to have slow rolling anyway. So let's go ahead and first and foremost, go take a look at our coach skills. 110 points. Like I said, we're a recruiter. We probably want to be a bit balanced here. But I think we're definitely going to need to focus on especially skill positions. You know how it is in college football. Skill positions make everything. And we're also probably going to go hard on making sure that the portal is an option for us. The portal has been completely overhauled in College Football 26. The way that players move around, there are more players in the portal than ever. It's pretty intense. So we are going to look at probably going heavy, especially at skill positions on the offensive side of the ball. On the defensive side of the ball, our cornerbacks and safeties were so huge for us in 25 for Winless to World Beaters Season 1. And then I think we're going to go pretty heavy as well on wide receivers and tight ends. And that leaves us only with 14 points. So we can only make one more upgrade. And I think we're going to look at linebackers. Offensive linemen, we're going to have to. I know how important the trenches are, and we had trouble with the trenches last year. But trust me. Let's look at our schedule for the first season in the MAC. Temple, FCS East, and Iowa on the road, and then a bye, and then Missouri on the road. 2 back-to-back big matchups for us. And then it's into our conference schedule. Western Michigan, Kent State, Buffalo, Central Michigan. A little Michigan sandwich before we have another bye. And then Akron, Northern Illinois, at Ohio, and a home game against Bowling Green before Army-Navy Week and the MAC Championship. Now, will we be in the MAC Championship in our first season? I don't know. We're going to find out. All right, so now we need to set up our initial board in year 1. It's going to be really interesting to see what players are and aren't interested in us and what positions we need. We definitely have a lot. That guy's name is Austin Christmas. He might be a 2-star, but I'm going to put him on my board literally just for that reason. You know that I'm a slut for a fun name.
What did he say?
Let's start with, especially at quarterback, we have one spot we're going to need to fill, but let's look at 3 stars and see what the interest levels are from players on the board here. Zach Davis, a pure runner, has us in his pipeline. I also did with the overhaul, you can kind of change what players are and aren't in your pipelines and kind of shuffle things around. So I made us with an Illinois focus, being in the MAC, being in the Midwest, and then I made us a focus as well to have kind of pipeline spaces throughout the Midwest around Illinois. So I tried to do my best in the team builder to make it really deep. Angel Hyman, another pure runner, and a pocket passer. I'm going to look at Damian Jones from Flossmoor, Illinois, a pocket passer. Let's add him to our board as well. And I'll add Zach Davis. Now that is 3 quarterbacks on our board, so let's be a little bit chill here. Contact Seeker and CJ Figures. That's somebody we're going to be looking at. Siragusa looks like he's way out of our pipeline here. He's an East-West playmaker and a backfield threat. I like a backfield threat. Maurice Randall, I'm definitely looking at you. Is that Jim Rome? John Rome? Is he Jim Rome's son? That's a great question. Lorenzo Sanders, David Bakhtiari, DeAndre Bakhtiari. We've got some legendary names in-house here, dude. All right, let's focus on the 2. We can always bring in another one, potentially. Brian Boone, a contested specialist. The one that's interested in us a good amount that's also in our pipeline would be Jamerson Baggs, a physical route runner. Tad McRoberts, incredible name. He's a route artist. Let's look at both Boone and McRoberts. Tad McRoberts is such an incredible name. I feel like I have to look at him. Moses Pride, agile. He's a JUCO sophomore from Palm Desert. Cade McDowell's agile. These guys are all agile. We only need one guard. Let's look at both Pepper and Pride. Again, I also need to look at their rankings, see what we're going to hopefully find some gems as well. But we don't want to move too far down the board. Ben Whitley, raw strength. I like a little bit of raw strength at guard. Give me some good guard pull action, brother. Not a lot of interest at 3 stars. We're kind of low. We're kind of low on people's boards, which is kind of fascinating. Ray Juszczyk, a power rusher, and a speed rusher. I feel like speed rusher is kind of where we want to go. Let's go with both options here. Our board's not really that full. We don't have a ton of places of need. So we can kind of look at positions after this. We just need to get players on the board at the positions that we would need them at. Max Phillip, another speed rusher at D tackle, is fascinating me. Warren Drafts. Let's just go with all 3 of these guys. Take a peek. Not a lot of interest from other players here, which is a little bit of a bummer. Carl Stepanovich, a lurker. I love a good lurk artist. And Dion Waller, also a lurker. We'll come back and circle to you again because we definitely do need another outside linebacker on our board. Let's look at strong safety. JUCO juniors. Don't love JUCO juniors. Another JUCO junior. Really not looking for a JUCO junior. Let's check out Avery Burfict. We want to fill out positions. We don't have a ton of need, but let's also be smart about this. Fishers, Indiana. Randy Hawkins, dude. Scott Carnegie is a left guard at a position of need. Let's add him to the board as well. And then put one more back on the board in case we need him. That's 23 targets. We don't have a lot of hours. Damian Jones also can't come here because he wants... That's what we're talking about with the recruiting being a lot different. Playing time deal breaker, they can change over time. So the deal breakers are even more important this year than they were last year because while he has a need of a C- right now, as you can see, he might want an A by his junior year if he's playing really good football. So it's really fascinating to see the adjustments you kind of have to make in real time about who you're pursuing, who you're not pursuing. I definitely want to scout some of these players on our board that are a bit lower, I would expect, than what we're expecting. What to expect when you're expecting. 79 speed, 86 acceleration. He's a pure runner with only 79 speed. That's alarming. Another pure runner, 85 speed, 83 throw power. I do like, and he's got magician. I'm going to offer Zach Davis a scholarship, 1,000%. Brian Boone, what are you cooking, brother? 85 speed, 89 acceleration, 82 release is pretty good. Got winning time and team player. CJ Figures, 80 speed is not amazing. Also 44 catching. He's from Carmel, Indiana, funny enough. 83 break tackle, though, with 76 change of direction isn't bad. I'm going to run through, check out some of these players, see what gems we can find, see what players we're going to target most, and I'll be back with you in just a second. All right, so looking at our board after scouting through a few prospects, I think Zach Davis is our #1 quarterback prospect. 85 speed, 83 throw power, 85 acceleration. His throw on the run is decent. His deep accuracy is not great. But when I look at Tremont Sneed, 87 acceleration, 78 speed, but his deep accuracy is rough. His throw power is good, but his throw on the run is not that great. I just don't know. No gems, unfortunately, at these positions. That's okay. I also really liked McClure. The East-West playmaker from Westville, New Jersey, 89 speed, 89 acceleration, 79 change of direction. That's a player we're absolutely going to be looking to push for. And then Brian Boone, 85 speed, 89 acceleration, 82 release. He's also got 86 spectacular catch as a contested specialist. So I feel like that's the best option for us. Only one gem on the board when I look through, and that would be Moses Pride, the JUCO sophomore right tackle out of Palm Desert, California. He's got adrenaline and fan favorite, as well as pass block finesse and impact blocking and decent stats, run block finesse and pass block and decent stats. And his acceleration is not that bad either. He's pretty agile, which is his archetype, so you would hope so. Otherwise, really not a lot to write home about on our first board. I'm going to go ahead and offer Moses Pride the other scholarship that we have. because we want to make a push for him, but we are officially out of hour. And that wraps up week 0 for Clarence U. Honestly, it's going to be slow going. I'm going to be interested to see how our board shapes up, what prospects we're able to lock into. But let's get out of the preseason and get into real football territory. Our first game of the season, nice. Tempo is a 69 across the board. We do have the advantage. We are at home, and we are rocking these beautiful blue home jerseys. I love these very much. It's going to be super dope uniform matchup here. We're going to jump in and play the moments in week 1. See how Clarence U sets up in their first game of the season and their first game in the MAC. You got to get a good start. See how the roster's shaping up. It's going to be a good one. I feel confident that we can get out of here with a win. I'm excited to be on our home field for the first time, and I can't wait for you guys to see it. On defense to start at the Wind Dome, Temple, 3rd and 6 at our 48. This is the Wind Dome 2.0. Look at that beautiful field. Need to get a stop here. A big hold. Kendrick Jones gets the stop, forcing 4th down and a punt for Temple. Let's see if we're going to get an offense here. We are. 1st and 10 at our own 20. It's our first beginning with Clarence U. Flowers in at quarterback, Lakes at running back, Saxon and Fowler. Look at this beautiful stadium. Look at that tiny little Temple fan base in the bottom, in the top right. See if we can get a good push early. Pick up a few yards. 7 to go on our first one. You know what I need to bring out, what I love so much, is the jet touch pass. It was such a key for us in season 1 of Winless to World Beaters. Can the Gooters be abusers or get abused? 3rd and 11. Not great. Not what we're looking for on our first drive. I think we run a little play action here. See if we can get Montgomery out on the left side of the field. And if we can't, we can catch that ball. And he dropped it. 2 hands. Firmly grasp it. 2 hands. All right. It's a wash. Both first drives ended nothing. Ours ended with -1 yard in total. But we don't need to think about that. The jet touch pass is going to work eventually. It's going to work well. You just have to trust me. Why would I lie? Okay, they're going to get the ball near midfield at their own 49. Defense gets a stop. Clarence U scores their first touchdown of the season, and I'm not even on the field. And we're back in the red zone. Let's see what we can get up to here. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line, literally perfectly in the red zone. And look at that beautiful end zone. That's what we're looking for right now. We're going to run a little screen pass. Going to have to make a move. Great move by Lakes to get 5 yards. That looked like it was going absolutely nowhere. Fowler, our top receiver here, number 6. We're going to be looking to him here on this out. And he's wide open. And Flowers hits him. And that's a touchdown. 2-score lead over Temple. And look at Clarence on those helmets. Looking gorgeous. The Temple fans can't believe it. That guy's shitting his pants right now. Big Dexter Fowler. Cubs hero. Turned standout college prospect for the Clarence U Gooters. Hit the jump man on his way into the end zone. Back on offense. Temple can't get anything going. The defense is standing tall. I was going to look to Flowers. Flowers is the quarterback. Fowler is the wide receiver. It's going to be really difficult for me. I was looking to Fowler going deep on the left side there. Definitely covered by the safety. Did not have an opportunity. And that is going absolutely nowhere. 3 rushes, 0 yards for Javon Lakes. Let's get back into some weirdness. We're in a little double cross action. Now, Fowler, once again, there's a safety deep on there, but is he going to cover that? That's wide open for the tight end. Absolutely nothing you can do there. Joe Flowers having a great game so far. And this is the start you want. This is our first season. These prospects are already baked in. We don't know what this is going to hold. It would be a shock if we were to win a championship in our first year. And I'm just going to huck that ball away. We got nobody open. Genuinely nothing available. Tyson's got a route here that could put him perfectly at the corner of the end zone. But the question is, can he hit that? And the answer is, yes, he can. Down. Oh, I didn't think he got there. I'm going to be honest. I thought we were going to be running one in for the 1. I mean, there was just nobody covering there. Tyson's breaking behind him. And at that point, when he's crossing, it's just hard for you to get back over there. And to be honest, I thought Tyson was not going to get that ball across the line. It's a 3-touchdown lead, and we're not even to the half. Into the second half now. Third quarter. First and goal now. And it's a 21-3 ball game. The Clarence U Gooters are running away with this one. Temple can't seem to stop a nosebleed. Except for if we're running the ball. Running the ball, they're fine. But throwing the ball, these cornerbacks are lost. They're on an island, but it's not anywhere near here. And that's going to be a Javon Lakes touchdown. Let's go. Get him involved. He's having a hard day. Let him find the end zone. That's 4 touchdowns. Who's going to stop the Gooters? Me. It says go Gooters, and I just love that, dude. Once again, back on offense. Listen, it's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be a perfect operation. I'm not Ben Johnson, all right? I can't call beautiful play calls. I can do that, though. I can do that, though. I can do that, though. Javon Lakes. Joe Flowers having himself a damn day. A damn day. Exit halfback cross screen. So Lakes cuts across fully here from the left side of my screen. Receiver cutting out to the left. Lakes cuts across here. And it sets up just so nicely. And that's first and goal once again. Flowers just can't be stopped, and we're going to give this back to Javon Lakes. Javon Lakes is working so hard for the weekend. Bell in. Lakes getting a little break, a little breather action. And he's going nowhere. All right, that's fine. That's fine. Second and goal. Run a little play action. I'm thinking we hit PA Fork. Hit the fake Texas. Trombley. Honestly, I want to switch you to an out here. And he's wide open. I mean, he's just fucking wide fucking open, baby. This one's over. Turn the lights out. They got too bright for Temple. This is exactly the start that you want if you're the Gooters. It's your first season in the MAC. It's your first time really getting it going. Skip Montgomery piling it on. Just wide open. The audible just worked beautifully. There was nothing they could do. We're going to see you when this one finishes. And just like that, points in every quarter, 38-3. A field goal, the only thing that Temple could muster the entire game. 279 yards, 4 touchdowns. Joe Flowers, an unbelievable performance. And that's exactly the start we wanted. It's our first season. We want to get going quickly. We want to get going efficiently. And Flowers was on it from the jump. Every single possession, getting it done. Outside of that first one, but we don't talk about that. We don't need to talk about that. What a win to start the Maction's first season with the Gooters involved. All right, a quick peek at our board after week 1. The interest in the players that we're looking at most is good. We're at the top of the board for the quarterback, Zach Davis, and both of the running backs, Maurice Randall, the backfield threat out of Ohio. We also have Brian Boone up there. Moses Pride, the only gem we were able to find. We are number 1 on his board ahead of San Diego State. Also Ben Whitley, Rodney Nauta, Ray Juszczyk, Max Phillip. I mean, everybody that we're constantly currently looking at have us at the top of their board outside of McRoberts and Scott Carnegie. I want to make a push for McRoberts. We're going to have to reallocate some hours, but we're still number 2 on his board. We have time. So everything's looking up at the moment with the players we're looking at. We can start getting some visits in. Week 2, we're going to sim. It's FCS East, another home game. This is a week that you have to win. It's a made-up school, and I know that I am too, but we're a real school that's made up. They're a made-up school that's also made up. Players having us move to their board. We're 2-0. That's a win over FCS East. Now we can get into the real work. Iowa on the road. I'm not going to play that many games in our first season. We'll see where I step in. I definitely want to try to experience the biggest moments of the season, but I also don't want to overstep and play too much of it because I want to see how the team develops. That's the whole purpose of the series. We've got 16 coach skill points, so we're going to go ahead and go use those right now and jump in and focus back in where we were looking at. I'm going to focus on DLs and offensive linemen and get those 2 points put in there. And then we're going to go take a look at recruiting. We still have 5 hours left. See where we're at after week 2. We have once again stayed at the top of the board. Where is Moses Pride has us second. See, this is where we have to get our hours back because we need to make sure that we don't lose out on a player because we didn't bring them in for a visit. So Brian Boone is good. Randall is good. I need 40 hours. This will be 30. This will be 40. Maurice Randall, I will circle back to you, but I need to get Moses Pride in for a visit on the bye week. He loves playing style, and we have an A-. So I feel good about bringing him in. That's our first visit. He is the only gem on our board, so it makes sense. Let's go play the game at Iowa. Iowa only an 81 overall. It's not a massive advantage over us, but it is on the road at a Big Ten opponent. Let's play the moments. We're going to wear our away uniforms. Iowa's going to wear their black home uniforms. Let's get into it. This would be a massive win to get to 3-0. It's going to be a really tough win for us. But, I mean, Iowa's definitely beatable. Their offense can't score points. I mean, that's well documented. You never know. You really never know. But what a beautiful atmosphere for our first serious game as the Gooters coming to visit Iowa. Let's get into it. All right, we're on offense to start. Need to get a good bit of movement going early. Try to get some yards. This is a tough place to play. 19th in the nation for a reason when it comes to Stadium Pulse. Let's see if a little play action, getting some movement out in front can get us set up. I don't love that. But let's see if a little crack toss to the left side gives us a little bit of hope and a little bit of room here early. It does. Javon Lakes makes a huge cut, gets up to the 40-yard line. That's what I'm talking about, 15 yards. Go back to the run, dude. Let him do his thing. Lakes is ready to cook. Poe in the game right now. Second or third string running back getting some touches early here. Picks up 4 to the 43-yard line. If the run game gets going, we can quiet the crowd a bit and hopefully get back to passing with a bit more efficiency. Javon Lakes getting pushed back. And just like that, it's 3rd and 10. And Fowler's who I'm looking at, but coming across the middle of the field, I'm worried about a lurk from a linebacker here. So we want to see about potentially, and he's going to get open anyway. And he overthrew him. The lights are too bright for Flowers. Not the best first drive. We did get 1 first down. Mark Gronowski coming in, trying to put a hurt on the Gooters. Can the defense stand tall? 3rd down. They're putting us in. 3rd and 8. Let's run a little cover 3 sky. I'm looking at Gleaton here. Again, covering the middle of the field is probably my safest bet as a defender because I'm not good otherwise. Is that a holding? I think we got the stop, but that's also a hold. But I'm going to decline it, and I don't think they'll go for it. We're back in on defense again, but we made that stop on the first drive. We're ending the first quarter. Iowa is driving, but it's still a 0-0 ball game. That says a lot. There's the wave. That's such a fucking cool feature, dude. They're waving at the Children's Hospital, an Iowa tradition. That is so dope that they put that in college football. It's about the little things. If anybody bitches about stuff like that, don't take them seriously. That is such a cool little feature. All right, 3rd and 6. I'd love to get a little bit of pressure here. I don't love it. Gleaton here covering kind of the backs route, depending on where he might go. Try to get some pressure up the middle. Break that up. Break that up. Let's go. Force a field goal. All right, 3-0 Iowa. Offense not getting anything going. 3rd and 1 at the 41. A pickup here gives us another drive and a chance to get into the red zone. Can Javon Lakes get any sort of movement? Huge pickup to the 33. Let's go, Javon. Red zone alert. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Can the Gooters go up 7-3 before the half? We want to use as much clock as possible here. We want to use as much clock as possible. Again, I really like the crack toss because I feel like our receivers have done a really good job of setting the edge on these crack tosses. I say that, and then it got fucking blown up, and now Javon Lakes is hurt. Why do I open my mouth? Okay, hear me out. A slip screen. But also flip that. I can't flip it. I flipped it. I reversed it. 3rd and 10. That's a huge pickup. An unbelievable play call. You're welcome, America and the world. The Gooters back in business. Bruised ribs. It's a high injury risk. I bring in Akeem Bell. We're gonna go with the young guys behind him, and they're expecting us to run this up the gut. I'm taking Collins out wide. I don't know who Collins is. That's not Akeem Bell. Out wide. That's a touchdown, and the Gooters have the lead on the road at Kinnick Stadium. This crowd can't believe it. 6-3 Gooters. Yes, got it. Go. Huge. Iowa responding with a drive instantly, quite literally instantly, with only 10 seconds left in the half, and they're getting the ball off, and they're going to run it? That's such a bold call. 9 seconds. 2nd and goal. Holding them here to a field goal would be absolutely massive. They have no more timeouts, so honestly, any sort of pressure would be huge here. And he's going to get into the end zone. The Gooters defense has been doing everything all day, but when it mattered most at the end of the 2nd quarter, they can't finish the fight. We're only down 3. We don't need to get panicky. 3rd and inches, run a little buck sweep. Get the ball in space. Get the ball outside. Get into the red zone once again. Efficiency, 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 efficiency. That's what we're looking for. We don't need to overdo it. We don't need to oversell it. We just need to get the ball in space. Honestly, we'll take 5 yards. Javon Lakes, why are you back in the game? I said get out of here. Honestly, we're going to run that same play. They're not going to let us do the audible, so we'll take it. Brother, I just said substitute Akeem Bell, and we're going to run an inside zone, but I want to make sure it is Akeem Bell in the game. Okay, huge. All right, Bell, get in there. Touchdown, easy lane, great blocks, offensive line. All right, and just like that, the Gooters back on top. Bend, don't break. Let's go. 4th quarter. 1st and 10 at our own 16. They are driving once again. This has been a slugfest. And by slugfest, I mean, it's just been back and forth. Not a lot of scoring, but I was there. And so was the linebacker. He was watching where I was watching. We were watching. Honestly, I kind of want to bring a little bit of a blitz here on 2nd and 10. I feel like we just need some pressure. This also looks like it potentially is a run. Nice. 3rd and 9. Cover 4 quarters, leave nothing in the middle. Need to get a stop here on defense. And he's wide open, brother. 1st and goal. Gronowski really is dotting me up when he feels like it. Only 8 of 18 today, though, so the defense has performed at least moderately. This is a run. This is an inside zone, right? Never mind, it's an RPO, and he just RPO'd me. All right, that's fine. We're down 3. They have the ball at their own 19. We need a big stop here. 3 minutes and 17 seconds left, and we have 2 timeouts. I don't think they're in full run the ball mode, but they might be. This is definitely a throw as well. Pick that. Let's go, Jones! What a return, and we're in business. Down 3 minutes, a huge interception. Gronowski trying to go deep, leaves a little bit to be desired. And the Gooters have the ball at the 39 with 3 minutes left. A drive for a lifetime right here to beat Iowa on the road. And Javon, is that Javon Lakes again? It better not be. It is Javon Lakes. Brother, get out of the game. I keep telling him to get out. Well, there's nothing I can do about it now. He's in there. Huge 1st down. Now get him out. I'm worried about the pass rush getting home. Now, Bell's who I'm looking at here. Especially because I just got lit the hell up, brother. They are going to bring pressure the rest of this game, and we need to adapt to it. We at least need a field goal here to tie them. Grab that ball. Brother. You had him beat. You had him beat. All right. We don't get this. It's a 45-yard field goal. That's tough. I threw the ball to the wrong receiver. 4th and 1. Oh, we have to kick the field goal. No, we don't. I'm putting it on the line. This is a win. I want a statement win to get this program rolling. We are going for this. We don't want to go to overtime. We want to finish this. And we're going to finish this. What a pickup. Part the seas like Moses. Inside zone. Unbelievable. Call it again. If they're not going to cover the middle of the field, well, they're going to now. Face mask. Face mask. Hello? Excuse me? I'm going to let this clock tick, 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 tick down, as Chris Berman would say. And then we're going to snap this football because we'll still have about 30 seconds left. I don't have a timeout, though. I do have to remember that. So let's go ahead and get this ball moving. And just nowhere. I mean, just fucking nowhere. Just completely blown up. Corner strike. Sacks into the corner of the end zone. Watch this. He's not open. The out route's... Oh, he sailed it. Fuck. We are kicking the field goal. 29 yards this time. We saved ourselves 6 yards. We're also so far out that this scares me. And he buries it. I say buries. It's a little bit too close for comfort. We are on defense to start overtime. Iowa and Clarence U in the shit right now. Can we keep up with Iowa in this moment? That's what worries me. Apparently not. And I know he was there, and I still fucking missed it. All right. We need a score. We got to keep this game alive. 1st and 10 from the 25. And a key. Why is... Okay, it is Bell. I want Bell. I want Bell. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I want Bell. The injury's thrown off my game. Perfect throw to Trombley there. Put that ball away, dude. Why are you holding that with one hand? 1st and goal at the 10. What a performance either way. Win or lose, this is a game that you want to see from Clarence U on the road in their first real test of the season. And I mean, Jesus, what was that? Still gets up to the 3-yard line. That ball was just completely poorly laid out. Okay, the crack toss has not been working. This looks like this strong toss is set up for success, though. Just need to get to the edge. All right, we're going to double overtime. Let's get serious. You guys want to play for? You want to play for real? Let's Russian roulette this. All right, we are back on offense once again. This time, got to get back-to-back tutties. Don't want to come away with nothing. What a move by Bell! 7 yards. When the run game's been effective, it's been effective. I don't love this outside zone. I don't love this outside zone at all, brother. And that's just not what we're looking for. PA fork. I'm looking at Trombley again, or potentially Montgomery if he gets open. And it's a fumble! Pick it up! Oh, we're going to be kicking a 47-yard field goal. Oh, and you're going to ice me in double overtime? Oh, this couldn't be going worse, you know. We just got to bury this fucking kick. I went too far left! The lights might have been too bright for me this time. Talk shit, get hit. I'm sorry, Temple. Even if we get a stop here, it's a 40-yard kick. All right, it's a 38-yard field goal, and he buries it. And the Gooters put up a fantastic effort on the road at Kinnick Stadium, and it comes up empty because Bruce can't make a fucking kick. Leave a comment. Bruce can't make a fucking kick. Not a great day for Gronowski. 3 touchdowns, but 50% completion percentage, and he threw that pick that almost gave us the win. It's a game I would like to have the win for. I would have loved to score that touchdown late in the 4th. I would have loved to not miss that kick. But it's a damn good effort. And I think the recruits will see it going into the bye week. I think they will. I think they'll see it. All right, heading into the bye week, and unfortunately, things recruiting-wise are taking an unfortunate turn. Both Zach Davis, our quarterback at the top of our board, and Moses Pride have not seemed to like our playing style much anymore, unfortunately. Same thing with Austin Christmas and Adonis Springs and Cam Pepper and Damian John. I mean, what the hell were we doing wrong against Iowa? So we have a bunch of hours back on the board. We got to focus on the guys that we can control. Brian Boone, I'm going to offer him a scholarship and schedule his visit for week 8 against Buffalo, I think is a good call. And then playing time. And then, we'll go ahead because I want to make sure we get another back. Maurice Randall. Our hours are back on the board. We still have the visit this week. Let's hope that Moses likes us enough. I don't know, man. We're kind of falling behind. Unfortunately, I didn't think that loss would take such a toll on us. He's committed to San Diego State almost instantly. He came to visit us and was like, nope, no thank you. So that's So that sucks. And now we got Missouri on the road. Redemption or pain? Zach Davis, if our playing style does not change, is going to go to Bowling Green and hang out with Pudge the Cat, and we can't have that. So I need to focus, especially on some players that we've been neglecting a bit, like Tad McRoberts from Avon, Connecticut. Let's get those hours in on that boy. Pride is verbally committed. We'll leave him on our board just in case. And then a lot of players just locking us out. This is where we'll also start looking at players that haven't gotten offers. There are players that slipped through the cracks for some reason. Even Tremont Sneed right here, who we looked at, and he wasn't super high. Nobody's looking at him. So I'm going to go ahead and offer him and put some time in because nobody's giving him the time of day. And that kid deserves a look. Screw you, Austin Christmas. And then let's go back to the board. We have 45 hours. Let's take a look. Outside linebacker, because we lost a couple players there. And let's just look at, just for fun, let's look at 4-star prospects. We still have open commitment. Open. Okine. Any offers? Nobody's offered him. Now, they could come in late, but we could have a little bit of fun and hope. It's the hope that kills you, but you never know. All right, Okine, I'm going to drop a full 45 hours on you. And we're going to see if you get interest. 4 stars would be crazy to pull. All right. This will probably be one of the last games we step in for this season. This will also be the last game of this episode. We're going to jump into our max schedule after this. So this is our last game of episode 1 of season 2. Winless to World Beaters. 2 Fast, 2 Furious. 2 Clarence, 2 Gooter. 2-2-2-2-2-2. Once again, rocking our away unis. Missouri's wearing the all black. Another road game. They're a lot better than Iowa are, though. So I don't know if this one's going to go anywhere remotely like the last one. We're going to find out. But another tough road test for Clarence U in season 1. Meanwhile, we got to watch this big-ass Tiger bust it down. Let's come out with a win. Let's surprise the world right now, dude. In on defense first. 3rd and 7 at the 50-yard line. I forgot who their quarterback is. It's like Prabula, right? Prabula? And I'm there. I'm reading it, and I'm just missing, and I'm just whiffing, and I'm just riffing. Pribula. If I'm pronouncing it wrong, let me know. Is it Prabula? That's a run. That's a run. That's a run. Picking up 5. Ahmad Hardy got injured on the run. Let's bring a little bit of pressure. A little zone blitz action. A will go fire. Especially if it's a play action. This looks like it could be. It's just a pass. And he's wide open. Spaces. Shit, brother. Late in the second quarter, we're back on defense again. A minute left. But only a 7-0 game. So honestly, pretty impressive for the defense to still be in this game. And that's another run. Absolutely flattened Ahmad Hardy. He's back. 46 seconds. I'm surprised that they ran there. Using clock. They have all 3 timeouts. We need to bring some pressure. And I'm going to hope that we can get Pribula to make a mistake. It's a screen. And it's going fucking nowhere. All right, we're going to once again go zone coverage. Slant weak. Nothing short. Is that offensive or defensive? Offensive. I'm declining. What do I look like, an idiot? We got the sack. They held and we still got the sack? 4th and 7. Kick that field goal, brother. All right, 10-0 potentially going into the half is a lot better than 14-0 going into the half. I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this. Listen, there's life. It's not a lot, but there's life. They're putting us in. It's 4th and 8. I hope they understand this is not where I thrive. The fact that it's only 10-0, this has been the most uneventful game of all time. Oh, and that's going fucking nowhere. I thought that fucking linebacker was going to sink a bit more. And no, he did not. He looked me dead in my face and said, I'm going to come up here and get you, boy. Hello. Hello. All right, 3rd and 6. Need to stop here. Dobbins lurking over the middle is going to end up in a pick 6. Watch. Shit. I left him. Oh, I'm going to get the pick with Jones. Bang. I just got fucking mossed by a guy named Sean Terry. Put it in reverse, Terry. I mean, just went up and absolutely snatched that football. What are you doing, Jones? All right, well, we're only down 17 points, okay? So if you think about it, it's still a 3-score game. But if you think about it, 2 just missed his block altogether. Jay Sean, what are you doing? It's fine. It's fine. Fowler's gonna burn here, and that safety's not gonna sink back. Just kidding. He absolutely is. Any receiver catch the ball challenge, impossible. And I know I'm putting it into a really tough window, and I know that I'm expecting a lot from you, but I'm expecting a lot from you, and I need you to fucking deliver because I need to score points. We can't get shut out on the road, okay? And we're gonna get shut out on the fucking road because I can't get the ball out of my hands. Let's run that one more time. Actually, let's run smash. Run it the opposite direction. I'm looking at Fowler across the middle, potentially 4th and 11. We're gonna have to pick up yards, brother. And there it is. I called it. I said what I wanted, and it ended up working out beautifully. It's our first completion of the damn game, I think. Poe's got nowhere to go, dude. Gonna end up picking up 5, which is generous. Once again, running a little shotgun action. Let's run the escape this time back to the right side. It's the 2-minute warning. Clock obviously running. That's on me. That's on me. I stand by what I just said I wanted to run. Escape. Because I'm mostly looking at Lakes coming out. But Montgomery was wide open on that last 3rd down. I'm going to go for the Moss. Give me it. Give me that. Since we have 8 first downs, how do we have no points? They only have 10. What are we doing? All right, run a little slip screen action. Let's put some points on the board. This is about pride, damn it. Jay Sean Lakes picking up a big first down. 1st and goal from the 9. I'm looking at Montgomery going deep on the far side of the end zone. And he's going to grab it. Touchdown! Just kidding. He dropped it. I'm talking shit. Shit. All right, it's fine. 2nd and goal. Minute 34. Score here. Onside kick. Score again. Onside kick. Win. Ball game. What a pitch. What a catch. Trombley to the 3. Run me a little halfback base action. I don't think they're going to be expecting this on 3rd and goal. They were expecting it on 3rd and goal. 4th and goal from the 1. I'm running it again. Come on. I don't want outside zone, though. Why am I getting outside zone? Give me an inside. Thank you. Flowers. Jay Sean Lakes. It's easy touchdown. I can see it. I can see the lane. I got stopped. Shut the fuck up. No points. Shit. How do we go from 24 points and an almost upset at Kinnick Stadium and then getting our absolute shit pushed in by Missouri? That's our first gutter ball of the season. Bo Pribula. Fuck. All right, listen. We started strong 2-0. We're now 2-2. But those were games against Big Ten and SEC teams. And we almost won one of them, and we almost scored in the other one. So if you think about it, we're basically 4-0. And that's pretty good for where we're leaving off. I feel confident about it. I feel okay about it. I think the recruits are going to understand. The 0 points doesn't really speak to how we performed in that game. Jay Sean Lake should have scored that touchdown. I saw the lane, and then all of a sudden it wasn't there. When we come back, though, our first MAC game, a home game against Western Michigan, we start the Michigan sandwich. That's that 4 Michigan quartet that we're looking at. We are potentially going to lose out on that quarterback. That's fine. Zach Davis is close to committing, still doesn't love what we're cooking. Where's that 4-star recruit? Not interested whatsoever. He is not even taking our phone calls. We are not in his league. That's okay. We have 10 hours. Now's when I'm going to give a little bit of money and time to Jared McElrath. We have it. Let's do it. All right. So when we come back, Clarence U, Western Michigan, under the lights. I'm just assuming it's a night game. I bet it's a weeknight game. It's going to be gorgeous. Action, baby. That's going to do it for episode 1 of 2 seasons, 2 furious, 2 fast. Winless to World Beaters Season 2. Clarence U and the Gooters started strong. 2 wins! And an upset brewing before losing in Iowa. But we came back and fought hard and lost 17-0 to Missouri. But when we come back, our Michigan sandwich starts with Western Michigan, the Broncos, coming in the Win Dome in episode 2. I'll see you guys then. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like, drop a comment. Let me know how excited you are for Season 2 of Winless to World Beaters. What else would you want to see in College Football 26 if we're going to do anything else? I will see you guys next time.